stationary curtains, which are curtains which do not move, which I'm not a fan of really. Yeah, those are generally always. Hello everyone, my name is Valrine. Welcome back to Comfy DIY Home, the place where together we transform our houses into homes with practical and affordable decor and design. One of the things that we use to decorate any space in our home is window treatments, right? Curtains or draperies. Now, there is a term that we use and as it relates to curtains and draperies, and that is stack back. S-T-A-C-K-B-A-C-K. Now, what is stack back? We are going to look at a definition for stack back. We're going to see how to calculate the stack back area. And we're also going to look at calculating fabrics for your DIY curtains to make sure that you allow for the stack back. And we also can look at the reasons for stacking back the curtains. Right, as the term suggests, when you stack something, is like you put them together, right? You pile them in a certain place. So when we have our curtains closed and we go ahead and push them back and open them, we are stacking our curtain panels, one on this side and one on this side. So we go back, we stack back our curtains in an area which is known as the stack back area. That is the area from the window frame onto the wall that we allow for pushing our curtains back so that they can sit there mainly during the daytime. Actually, stationary curtains, which are curtains which do not move, which I'm not a fan of really. Yeah, those are generally always stack back. They don't close, right? That stack back area, I generally say that you can use anywhere from 4 inches up. And the number of inches that you use will depend on the width of your window. Let's use the rule of thumb. Although, even when you use the rule of thumb, sometimes it doesn't practically work for your space. But the rule of thumb suggests that your stack back area, which is from the frame out onto the wall, should be 1/3 of your window width. So we have a window that's 60 inches. 1/3 of 60 inches would be 20 inches. So our stack back area should be 20 inches. Not 20 inches on one side, but on both sides. We divide that 20 and we get 10 inches. So for 60 inches, we should have a stack back area that is 10 inches on this side and 10 inches on this side. Sometimes there are architectural obstructions in the way. You can't do that. Sometimes due to budget, you may not want to come back this far because you don't have the budget to buy the amount of fabric. We have determined that a window that's 60 inches wide would have a stack back area of 10 inches on the one side and 10 inches on the other side. Therefore, when you pull your curtains open, you will stack your curtains back in this area. And the idea is to allow your curtains to at least sit on the frame of the window so as not to crowd the window space, right? That's one of the reasons why you create that stack back area. What I would suggest is when you're pulling your curtains back, as long as it allows for it, don't push it back so that you're seeing the wall space. Push it back so it sits right on the frame on both sides and nicely frame your window. So that's your definition. That's the calculation for your stack back, a third of your window measurement. That is and then divide by 2. That's a calculation for your stack back area. The next thing we are going to look at is how much fabric do we allow for our stack back. So let's add some numbers here. Our window width is 60 inches. We're going to add our stack back area to our areas on both sides to the 60 inches. So it's 20. That's 80 inches. It is generally recommended that you add increments for your side hems. You can add the side hems before we do the fullness, or you can add them after. If we add them after, it will be precise. Like 2 inches, it will be the 2 inches. If we add them before and then we multiply, then we are giving more fullness to the curtains or the draperies. Nothing is wrong with that, right? The fuller, the better. The more folds is the more luxurious your DIY curtain will look. In the last video I did the increments before I did the fullness, right? This one, you can do it either way. If you're more conscious about the budget, then you may want to add the increments after you have done the fullness. So let's go ahead and decide what the fullness of our curtains is going to be. Can be 2 times fullness, double fullness, 2.5, or 3, or even more than 3. Depends on the size of your window, the look you're going for, and the type of heading you are using. Let's use 2 times fullness here. So if we're using 2 times fullness, then we'd go ahead and multiply 80 by 2. That's 160 inches. Now remember, now we are going to go ahead and add our increments for the side hems, because if we don't add that, then our side hems are going to eat into our curtains, and our curtains are not going to be as full as we expect them to be. Right? Now, if we have 2 panels, which we generally do, at least 2 panels on the window when we're doing our DIY curtains, it means then that we're going to have 4 side hems. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 side hems. Now, each side hem, the recommended width of your side or depth of your side hem is 2 inches. It's a double fold. So we're going to fold, and then we're going to fold again. And therefore, each side hem is going to need 4 inches of fabric. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, 4 fours are 16. So we add the 16 to the 160, that's 176 inches. Now I keep coming back up here because I don't want to go too far down and then it goes off the camera, because as you guys can see, I'm still working in here. I haven't finished setting up yet, but I am going ahead. I'm charging on with the lessons, right? So that's 176 inches of fabric that you will need to go across your windows to account for your stack back. So when you stack your draperies back, they will be good. And when you pull them together, you will have your lovely folds. Right? Now, the previous video I did, 2 videos ago, go ahead to tell you how to finish off that calculation to know how much fabric you should buy. And so I will link that for you so you can check it out. But that is how you will calculate to make sure that you include or account for your stack back. You cannot only use the 60 inches. You have to add the stack back areas and you have to add the side hems. Okay, so yeah, the obvious reason why we stack back our curtains is because we want light to pour through those windows, right? Especially during the winter months when it's so dowdy and dark, right? And we have sunlight. We want to pull those curtains aside so that we can get light coming in. It's also a good look when you stack your curtains back and they have those lovely folds and they're just framing the window. You could also want to stack your curtains back because you have a view that you want to see during the daytime, right? So there are various reasons why you would want to stack your curtains back. So you stack them back and you pull them forward. As I said before, my pet peeve is the stationary curtains that just sit on the sides. They're called dummy curtains. They can't really come across your window. I kind of feel like you can make those dummy curtains, but I would make them with a fullness so that they are operable, right? Which means that when you pull them across, they will not be flat or not able to meet in the middle, but they'll be able to meet in the middle and they will have those lovely folds. So I wouldn't waste fabric to have dummy curtains sitting on the sides unless they are full enough so that they are operable and they can give me options to how I want to see my window when I enter my room or my window treatment. If you guys got value from this lesson, please go ahead and give me those thumbs up. Leave me a comment, share the video, share the video, share the video. Thank you so much again. Also, subscribe and remember to turn on your bell notification so you won't miss out on any upcoming videos. Can't wait to connect with you in another lesson.